Hey, this is Mr. Otto again, and this video is going to help you with part item number 3 of the procedure from 5.2b. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got here. So we're going to create a sketch using the line and arc tools, and dimensions for the sketch are given to us right here. So I read over this, played around with it a little bit. I don't know that I like the way that some of the ways that they instruct you to do this. So I think I found an easier way. You're welcome to try your own methods here, but as always, the videos are here to help you. So I've got a printout of this sitting in front of me, this drawing, but we'll flip back to it periodically to reference. So we're going to just go ahead and start a new part here. Standard IPT, and I'm going to start a 2D sketch on the XY plane. I'm going to just start off with this bottom line here, this 0.3040 line. I'm going to draw that in. I'm not going to start at the origin as we would do very often. But I'm just going to start with a horizontal line, make sure I get my horizontal constraint there. I want that to be 3.040 inches. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here, escape to get off the line tool. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a couple points in. So you can see there's a point here and a point here that are dimensioned properly. So if we look at this, we've got a height and a depth here, and we've at least got a height on this point, and a width on it. Let's go ahead and put those points in here. So I'm just going to kind of go there and then back a little bit, and then somewhere up here, then hit escape. I'm going to go ahead and put a dimension. So from this point to this point, according to the sketch, is 0.640, and then from this point to this point, according to the sketch, is 3.010. Now I'll say from this point to this point, that distance is 2.550, and then from this line up to this point, that is 1.0 inches. Alright, so I got those points in there. Well, I think that's the best way to do this, is we can now go ahead and put our arcs in. So I'm just going to click here and there, and then this dimension that it's trying to put in that I can manually enter now, according to the drawing, is 6. Okay, so that radius is 6 now. We got 2 clicks. Make sure you get the direction established. And this is another 6-inch radius dimension. And we're going to go from here to here. Make sure you establish your direction. Radius is going to be 0.40. Okay, so that's all locked in, but we're not done yet. So this part here is confusing when I read over it. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the dimensions that lock in place the position of the points that we just put in. Then once we do that, we're going to add a tangent constraint to the arcs that we added, the 3 arcs. That will allow us to put in the fillet in the first step of 4. So we'll go ahead and back up here and show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to hit escape to get off my arc tool. I'm going to get rid of this dimension, this dimension, this dimension, and this dimension. Now these points are not defined in space. So that will allow me to say, okay, this arc and this arc are tangent, and this arc and this arc are tangent. So now that I've got both of those arcs, I'm ready to go ahead and extrude to a depth of 2.55 inches. So it's got a lot of other stuff in there. I don't think that it was all that useful. I think this is a little bit more straightforward. Hopefully you agree. So we'll hit E to extrude. We'll go the other direction and go a distance of 2.55 inches. Now if I've got this done properly, I'm going to be able to go ahead and fillet these edges. So this is actually part 4 now, but fillet these edges to 0.5 inches. So I come in here and say 0.5 inches, and then that edge and that edge, say apply, and we'll cancel out of that, and we're basically through step 3 and into step 4. We want to save this to the Automablocks folder as a Windshield your initial. So for the assignment, we probably should have went back a couple steps, take a screenshot of this for the assignment for part 3, and then go ahead and apply your fillets as I did for part 4, and we'll get another video for that coming up.